Imagine you're watching a football match. The clock hits 90 minutes. You think it's over. The players are exhausted. The fans are waiting for the final whistle. But then the referee's assistant raises the board. Plus 5 minutes. Suddenly, the losing team has another 5 minutes to save the match. But why? Where did those extra minutes come from? And why doesn't football simply stop the clock every time the ball goes out of play? Welcome back to Football Frontier. Today, we're explaining one of the most misunderstood parts of football. Added time. Let's begin. The simple answer is that football matches contain a lot of moments when the game isn't actually being played. A player gets injured. A substitution takes place. The goalkeeper takes his time with a goal kick. Players celebrate after scoring. The ball goes out of play. A VAR review takes place. And sometimes, players deliberately waste time. But here's the strange part. During most of these moments, the official clock keeps running. So if 3 minutes are lost because of injuries, substitutions, and other stoppages, the referee can add that lost time at the end of the half. That's where stoppage time, also called added time, comes from. But there's more to it. The referee doesn't simply look at the clock and guess a number. The amount of added time is based on the stoppages that occurred during the half. For example, imagine a player is injured for 2 minutes. Then there are 3 substitutions. A goal takes almost 2 minutes to celebrate. And a VAR check takes another minute. Suddenly, several minutes of playing time have disappeared. The referee can compensate for that time at the end. And that's why you might see +6, +8, or even +10 minutes. But here's where things get really interesting. If the referee announces 5 minutes of added time, the match doesn't necessarily have to end at exactly 95:00. If something happens during those 5 minutes that causes another delay, the referee can add more time. So a match showing +5 can sometimes continue to 96, 97, or even longer. And this is one of the reasons added time creates so much drama. Because when the clock reaches 90 minutes, one team may think they've survived. But the other team knows they still have time. Think about what can happen in just a few minutes. One attack. One corner. One free kick. One mistake from a defender. One incredible save. And suddenly, the entire match changes. That's why added time has produced some of football's most unforgettable moments. A team can dominate for 90 minutes. And still concede at the very end. A player can score his first major goal in the final seconds. A goalkeeper can become a hero with one last save. And sometimes, a trophy can be decided during those extra moments. There's also a psychological battle happening. The team that's winning wants the final whistle. Every second feels like an eternity. The losing team, meanwhile, sees added time as hope. Fans start screaming. Players push forward. Defenders become nervous. And suddenly, the final few minutes can feel more intense than the previous 90. But you might be wondering, why not simply stop the clock whenever the ball goes out? Some sports do exactly that. Football traditionally uses a running clock because the game is designed to flow continuously. Instead of stopping the clock every few seconds, the referee keeps track of major delays and compensates at the end. It keeps the game moving. But it also creates one of football's most dramatic features: the uncertainty. You never know exactly when the match will end. And that's something football fans have learned to love. Because when the board goes up, the match isn't finished. It's entering its final chapter. So the next time you see +7 minutes, don't switch off. Don't leave the stadium. And definitely don't assume the result is decided. Because football can change in seconds. And sometimes, the most important goal is scored after 90 minutes. If you learned something new, hit the like button, subscribe to Football Frontier, and turn on notifications for more football stories, facts, history, and unbelievable moments. Because in football, every second matters.